Alright folks, welcome back. Game number 3 here in the Battle for the Ladder Heroes, currently underway. Spunny here on the upper left side, or the leftmost side of the map. It's going to be Millennium's MarineLord, who does not have a Twitch for me to link because he doesn't stream currently.
On the bottom right, as the Teal Terran, it's Liquid Bunny.
Of course, you find him on twitch.tv/liquidbunny. And again, I keep linking the Twitches, guys, because I don't expect you to go watch them right now. They're not even streaming right now. But the idea is that they do stream quite a bit on and off, you know, around event scheduling and all this. I think the only person who's been very consistent is, you see TLO and Winter and some others who'll stream at the same times, no matter what. But again, and I really want to stress this, they're competing in this month-long kind of marathon on the ladder. See who can finish top, who's got all these points. And even, let's say, Bunny, who finished week 1 here at first place. Okay, he gets, I think it's about 25 or 50 euro in his pocket just for finishing first place in the first week. And, of course, so forth and so forth for the second week. And let's say he gets first place for all 4 weeks. That doesn't guarantee him the prize pool, though. That only gives him placement in the final tournament at the end of the month, where we will have these players compete for the rest of the money.
Oh, we again have very similar openings. I mean, it's been the exact same opener every single game.
Yeah, Reaper and Reaper openings, and I don't know, I feel like it's good. You want to be able to scout your opponent, but then there's some instances like last game where Bunny got quite a few SUV kills, and if you can snowball with a Reaper, sometimes it goes a long way. A long way.
I was gonna find it funny if they went like both 2 racks, still mimicking each other, but it's not the case. Both just really quick factories, so it's not the same build, but it is as the other games. But it's still the same build as each other. They're just like totally reading into each other's minds or something. I don't know. But I guess now the question is, of course, like as it was in the last 2 games, who goes for Banshees, who goes for Ravens?
Yeah, I mean, I was really, to be honest with you, on Inferno Pools of all maps, I was expecting to be another sort of tug-of-war between the 2 bases, right? But that very quickly became one-sided. And outside of initial openings in TVT, I mean, that is the game for you, right? Like, it either ends pretty early or it ends pretty late. There's not a lot of mid-game to TVT, I find, where you're like, oops, I'm dead. Like, okay, 13 minutes in, like, that's it, it's over.
Yeah. I was actually talking to Fear Dragon about it, and I was like, I just realized when I was talking about it, like, the mid-game's kind of like the safe point, you know? Like, usually the early game is a safe point, like, nothing's gonna happen unless it's like a cheese. But for Terrans, it's like, you always gotta be paranoid up to like 9 minutes. Like, yeah. Drops, Banshees, and then you get like a nice little lull where you have probably enough tanks to hold on to anything else, and then it's like, in the late game, where suddenly, like, drops are a big thing, and you're just like, damn it, this is scary. Bunny's not going to go for a second gas, so I guess he's only going to go up to maybe Viking or... I mean, I doubt a medevac. I guess he could drop. Well, actually, it might still be... okay, I take that back. It is going to be that drop. It's going to be a medevac. Alright, so this is actually kind of common on 3-base maps, right? Like, Merry-Go-Round, Catalina, very common to have someone go Banshee, another person go for the medevac drop. And that's exactly what's happening.
So I just want to address something. Someone in the chat brings up the fact that MarineLord streams on the Millennium homepage, and that's not incorrect, but from what he's told me, only streams while he's at the team house, and he's going to be home soon, so that's why we're not linking that link, because he doesn't know if he'll be streaming from Twitch at home or what his plans are. So just some clarification. We're not hating on MarineLord or anything like that. I love MarineLord. He's a badass lately. Just him and Harsum have different, not on Twitch all the time.
Well, here comes that drop, and the Banshee is going to pop out as it drops. This is actually kind of nice. Usually the Banshee is like halfway across the map, and you have this really tough decision to make. It's going to get the Widow Mine.
That Widow Mine actually was a pretty big deal going towards this defense. I mean, the Banshee's going to help out a ton too, but the Widow Mine was the, okay, you're getting out of here right away move.
Oh god, he's not targeting, he's not like getting the Marines. He's just getting them low.
Yeah.
Okay, finally the Marines died.
Oh, but he's chasing the Banshee. He's going to kill the Banshee. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice moves out of Bunny.
Very nice.
I mean, MarineLord still holds.
He's getting up to a Raven, though. Why not cancel Cloak?
I would agree. Actually, Cloak would be a really good investment to cancel, so you can get all that gas back and move towards, say, something like a faster tank or a faster medevac yourself, but...
he's been playing pretty Hellion heavy if he's going to go mech again. It was really Hellion heavy, so maybe 100 gas into Cloak isn't that big of a deal, because maybe you'll get a Banshee later on. I don't know.
Well, this has been a lot more scrappy than I expected. Even landed Viking A little unexpected, has been doing a surprising amount of damage so far. Really putting MarineLord on his the edge of his seat here.
I just
Pick up. Oh, I tried to lift it. You could have picked up in the medevac though.
I think you forgot. You might have forgotten. I was gonna say, like, the Viking could have harassed that Raven and been really annoying too. I suppose just being on the ground, but more Marines. Like he feels that this is doing enough damage to warrant sending 2 Marines, walk them over, pick them up.
It is one of those situations though where it is dire enough that it's forcing SCV pulls. So I mean, it's not so bad.
Again, Bunny has that low ground command center. That is this time not halted, so it is much faster than MarineLord's, and he's doing all of this damage. He's getting an SCV lead in that way too.
Marine kiting.
Pick up the Viking.
I'm really sad he's giving the. Oh, there we go. Oh no! He like, picked it up only to put it closer to death. But look at this. He's killed so many SCVs. He's almost up by 10 workers now.
It's the Raven.
Viking's gonna land because base god Raven and 1 Marine with a medevac beats out a Hellion. Apparently, this is ridiculous.
Where you flip the table and you're just like, I don't like this matchup anymore.
This is so stupid. All right, I don't think projectile damage works like this for the Hellions. I don't think you can drop hardcore StarCraft 2 Master Mode. But Banshee comes across the map. There's a turret up waiting for him. MarineLord has a lot of damage he has to do to make this worthwhile.
I bet you could have helped, you know. Like, she went the long way around trying to get some SCV kills. It only comes like with 2. Could killed that Viking.
Bunny's got that 10 worker lead. He's on his expansion. He's mining on his expansion.
Oh well.
The Viking's gonna live. This is so funny because the medevac boosted over to get it home sooner. It's ridiculous.
Oh god. Okay, alright then. Bunny's still up by 10 workers. The command center is on that low ground, has been for like a minute or 2. Gets the Banshee, thinks that's worth a second scan. Maybe it was.
I'd say so. It stops the rest, like, for sure.
Looks like MarineLord is thinking maybe I can catch him again without a scan because he invested into a 3rd Banshee.
Gotta make use of that cloak that you didn't cancel.
Yeah, I guess so. But this is kind of it's a safe port, right? This is just proving my theory. Up till 9 minutes, that was hard to deal with. Finally, at like 9:15, he goes back home, and now they're both safe for like 2 minutes.
Safe.
Both can get like their projection up, and they're good to go.
Safe.
But even with that safe part of TVT, Bunny's gonna be in such a better position because while he's already up to all of his production, it's about to finish. If that Banshee wasn't being a real meanie face right now.
A real bee.
Beam?
A real Banshee.
MarineLord is not getting up his production quite yet.
Trouble getting it up, yeah.
Yeah, typical problem, Happens to everyone.
It's more common than you think. I mean,
Yeah.
I swear it never happens, but...
Yeah, what do you do if you can't do it? You just do it anyways. Ha!
Okay, enough of this innuendo. Viking's gonna try and push up the medevac, but I mean, all it takes is the Marines getting about 3 or 4 shots off, and the Vikings for Bunny win this fight without question. I mean, it's still gonna be, it's the first volley anyways. Han shot first and all that, so looking pretty good for Bunny. Barrick's kind of floating to scout for a drop, and I mean, this is kind of frustrating. The tanks on the low ground are gonna be really hard to deal with. The Marines get picked up immediately, just baiting the Hellions over. The Vikings are going to try and pick off the medevac. They might just pick it off. Where are the Vikings for Bunny? You're paying a little bit no attention on the right side. Bit off awkward Viking fighting.
Bunny's just barely going to lose the Viking war. And that is it for this aggression. But he got a lot of Hellions. He's still up in workers. He's the one that has production going now, so the follow-up's going to be even deadlier. MarineLord only just put down 2 more factories.
Yeah, I mean, that's always kind of been the detriment of, I think, mech throughout the course of StarCraft 2, even back in Wings of Liberty. It's you've got slower production. The factories are more expensive. I mean, the factory itself costs 100 gas. I mean, yikes, that's going to take forever to get 3 or 4 of them up. And on top of building multiple tanks, multiple Vikings, and I don't know, Bunny, I really like this 3rd, to be honest. Normally I would talk about how dangerous this is. You put on location, Hellion run-bys are rampant, but no, he's pushed all that back home, and MarineLord's been playing defensive off the back end of it. So this... on location is totally fine.
Yeah. Well, combat shields, once that's finished, Bunny can really start to... You can drop, you can push up ramps, you can just stop MarineLord from getting a 3rd base, and I'm not even sure MarineLord's like... Is he thinking about a 3rd base? He's gonna do something like 2-base mech all in, which I don't think would work. But unless he puts a 3rd CC down soon, he's just gonna be I mean, he's gonna lose one or another, I guess.
Well, I love the air control. Lots of Vikings can go a long way, even if it doesn't if it's not even for tanks, for spotting, pick off medevacs, can really stop a bio player in his tracks. Not being able to stim, not being able to heal up that stim, it hurts. But despite this, MarineLord did catch up in workers at some point. He's not that far behind in army supply. I mean, tanks can go a long way as well for leveling out any sort of uneven supply. That splash damage, that range is huge.
Yeah.
Oh, is this going to be a range? Oh, that's such a sick position for Bunny to take. It'll force a fight, which is really cool. Vikings can chase the medevac. Yeah, gas. If you want, didn't even think about that, but taking out these 2 refineries, this cripples the income, thus the production of MarineLord here.
Starts to target fire that 1 tank, so it's suddenly, he does better with the Hellions as well. Takes a lot of them down with him, and while that's broken and that's great, and you can hear about the gas geysers, that 3rd CC is kicking in for Bunny. He's back up to like 12 plus workers. The upgrades are also finishing. There's nothing really going well for MarineLord. And with how heavy he plays with Hellions, it's no longer even like, oh, he'll just try and turtle with a bunch of tanks as long as possible. A couple Marauder drops and those Hellions, they're not going to be enough to deal with it.
Speaking of drops, off in the main, gets a lot of Marines in here. They're not quite spread, so they take a lot of that Hellion fire. Medevacs get picked off pretty quick, but yeah, the Marauders are still trading up with this army, and okay, you produce 2 Hellions at a time. This wasn't good. They're still fairly hard to replace, and he's lost quite a few. 17 Hellions dead so far this game.
He's going to try and add some of his own aggression. That's really good. Once Bunny can start using 2 armies, though, pretty bad for MarineLord. But let's see what the Hellbats are going to get here. I mean, they're going to have to get a lot of SCV kills. Like, not just 15 to even them up, but more. Because, again, that 3rd CC is on location. It's better mining.
Yeah, plus mules. Bunny does have that army at the bottom of the ramp, so he turns around to stim into this. Gets that medevac out alive. Really nice. Still, though, about 10 SCVs dead. It's not horrible damage, but it's still a position where he's behind. I mean, losing the guys, the time it took to replace them, there's a lot of gas lost over that minute and a half. Transferring over to his own 3rd now.
Gonna take the forward one.
But a quad drop loaded up and ready to go. See if that the barracks can be a hero and scout this. Probably not.
Looks like it will not happen. I think he's noticed where the barracks has been with the last 2 drops as well. Do you want to note that the upgrades 1-1, 1 is going to finish for MarineLord, and that's nice. But I guess Bunny just hasn't put on an armor yet. 'Cause where's his 2-2? Okay, it's down, and she's just waiting on it.
Yeah, nah, I mean, he's got money, or minerals, just doesn't have a lot of gas to work with, but gets on top of this really nice, chases off all the SCVs. A couple of tanks here are going to get stimmed on immediately.
Oh my God.
She's up on the low ground, but can he deal with this? Can he even respond
I
to
didn't
this?
even...
Oh my God. Just stims and takes out all the tanks, no problem, no big deal.
Okay, this is terrible, but I didn't even notice he did not have an engineering bay. He couldn't put down turrets to help out if he wanted to.
Well, regardless of that, he's got his whole army dealing with the main. Here comes the attack to the 3rd, right? Pulls off the SCVs, more workers going down on both sides of this. Command Center not getting lifted in the main. He loses the orbital. Oh, this is really bad for MarineLord. GG. All right, Bunny. I think this is the people's expectations. Bunny will finish 1st in the group. Does it quite well. Congratulations to him.